Hello everyone, Cleo and Nile here. Welcome to my channel. If you're new, welcome back. If you're not, happy 1,000. I know we are a little bit over 1,000, but I was waiting for the Werecat twins to finally make it. It was rough to get them apparently, but they made it. So, thank you all so much. I have to get comfortable. I have sat like that for a good minute. Thank you all so much for 1,000. I never expected to make it to even like 100. So to go above and beyond that to over 1,000 means the world to me. I'm just a girl who loves dolls and loves talking about dolls. So thank you for supporting that and supporting the platform. It really means the world to me. I genuinely have no words other than thank you, and I love you all so much for tuning in and for the comments and the likes and the subscribes. It's okay, I'm about to open her. So I didn't really plan on opening the Creeproductions, but then they just kept releasing the waves. I think this last one was wave 3 with Operetta, Toralei, and the twins. So I'm running out of shelf space. And I was like, you know, we started with Monster High. The very first video was me showing off my Cleo Nile collection because that felt right to start a channel called Cleo in Nile. Because she's my favorite character. And I was like, you know, I'm running out of space. I want to unbox them. I'll do it when I get to a 1K, and then I got there really fast. The Werecat twins, like literally before this video got unboxed, like from the shipping box. They hadn't seen the outside of the Mattel Creations box prior to this video's setup and getting started. So, again, thank you all so much. I think we're gonna go in order from wave 1 to the newest wave. So let's make some space. We also have a very special guest here today. Harley, of course. Okay, so I think we're just gonna go in order. We have a special guest today. Harley's here. She's very excited to open these so that way she can chew on their hands and lick their hair. Because that's the two things that she loves to do with dolls. You can't just lay in the shot. You're so good. Come on, baby. She wants to help unbox the dolls too. I never had the original ghouls. I had the original Ghouls collection Cleo Nile that I bought in college because I'd seen Monster High like on store shelves, but I was too cool to play with dolls as a high schooler. Which is normal for high schoolers to feel that way. I do want to keep the boxes because of the backs of them. I do want to keep the boxes for the backs of them, like in pristine condition. So there may be some fast forwarding. Yeah, I had the, which I've shown her on this channel multiple times, the original collection, original Ghouls collection, Cleo Nile from I think 2015. I can't remember exactly when that came out. Are these taped? Or am I just bad at opening boxes? For reasons unbeknownst to me, these are really hard to open. At least Clawdeen was. Then the rest were easy. But I was like, I'm gonna stop the camera and open the bottoms of the rest of these. I didn't need to do that, as it stands. Okay, moment of truth. She's about to lose all of her value. I don't really care about that. This was not an easy, like, spur of the moment decision. I thought on this very hard. I know that there are a lot of, like, inbox collectors who are cringing right now, but it's what I want. So I hope you guys respect that, because it makes me happy. So, and this will be like my first time actually, I don't want to say like having, but essentially having a Monster High doll, like an original. Not an original. I know they're not originals. They're Creeproductions. Alright. We can't go back now. Crescent's out. Oh, I'm so excited. I actually feel like a kid on Christmas. So I'm probably going to leave like the purses and the diaries. Sorry, she's so excited. In the box. You can't have these. Please stop. I really want Monster High to give us more Creeproduction lines. Like campus, or not campus, School's Out, Picture Day, Freak Do Chic. Like, people would pay for these. Sorry, it's hard to see where all of the rubber bands are. For Miss Clawdeen Wolf. And her hair feels amazing. And here excuse you. Here she is. I'm so excited. It's like I never had a Clawdeen. Not like an original one. Her hair is very soft. It feels very nice. Which is good. So her hair is very flat, but I've had her since 2021. So all around, I would call that pretty good. It doesn't feel like all gross, which is lovely. I was terrified it was going to feel disgusting, but it didn't, so yay. And because the box is open from the bottom, we can put things back in. That way if I ever decide to rebox them, I can. So we'll be keeping the boxes. I wanted them out. I wanted these girlies to be free. Clawdeen's box has taken the most damage on the bottom, which is sad. But I couldn't open her for some reason. Ta-da! One down. Oh, she's so cute. I'm obsessed. So we have Clawdeen and Crescent. We'll move the camera in just a moment. Actually, let's go ahead and do that right now. Okay, you still can't see Crescent, but you can see most of Clawdeen. Ta-da! Okay, next we'll do Frankie Stein. So I was actually super duper lucky because we went to a Walmart somewhere when these came out. And it was a couple days before, I think 3 days before that they were set to release. And they had a big display just in the middle of, it was like in between the sports aisle and the toys. I don't know why. It was like the big cube one. And that thing was almost picked clean. So I had very like limited options, but thankfully all of mine ended up not wonky and really pretty. Fix her head that way it's facing the camera. I'm not sure like how many cuts are gonna have to be made, by the way. I'm just kind of winging. But now that I know how to open the bottom, it shouldn't be as bad, as long as Harley doesn't. Do you guys hear her stomping around? Okay, so now we're gonna free What's-It. So do you guys prefer What's-It or Watsy? I can never decide. Which, like, oh, is he kind of sticky? I don't know. They're different dogs, right? So I don't think I mind either way. Frankie Stein is in here. Now, why do you have your hand on like this and Clawdeen Wolf did not? What is this about? What is all of this now? Not only do you have your hand like that, but you have a random rubber band, which I will be using for doll hair probably, because it's not keeping anything on you. I'm terrified of rubber bands that are intertwined with doll hair. I just know that one day I'm gonna cut, and it's not gonna be a good cut. It's gonna be a bad cut. Hair feels low. I think it's around. I'm the one that did the pages. I should know this. I don't know it though. Cuties. Oh my goodness. So obviously I don't have the originals to compare them to. I just know like about what they look like, and these are decently faithful, I would say. Kind of move you guys over. Right, like, I would say mostly faithful, at the very least. I don't deal with the purses, so that gets to stay in just like Clawdeen's did. Next. Lagoona. So, G1 Lagoona was one of my favorites. I loved her. Like, I don't know if it was like because of her personality or just her, or just like her styles. But I loved Lagoona. She was definitely up there with Cleo. Okay, she does get to keep her purse because that's Neptuna's house. And we can't, like, you know, we can't let something bad happen to Neptuna. That would be sad. I love Neptuna. So congratulations, Lagoona. You are the one ghoul who gets her purse. You're the one that I'm okay with dealing with. And these are good rubber bands, at least. Okay, she has a bad case of box head. It's okay. We can play with it a little bit. Give it some volume back. There we go. I'll probably like also brush them and all of that too. Look at my little fishy princess. It's so fun to like to hold a Lagoona. I was hoping that they had molded her fins on, like G2, because that was the best thing that they could have done, but they did not do that. Which is a shame. I'm gonna lose those. Between me and Harley, those fins are as good as gone. I always forget that it's like a little hoodie. Look at her. Then Neptuna has her little bowl. How stinking cute. And then she can carry Neptuna. I love it. And last but certainly not least, for wave 1 of course, is our ghoul Draculaura. I'm just thinking of all of the videos that I'm gonna make with these girls now. Because now I can move them. They're not stuck in a box. After years of being stuck in their boxes, except for the new waves. They only had like a couple years in box and then they were free. Hands are such nice quality. I'm used to these now. which they're great, don't get me wrong, but these. And I'm gonna have so much shelf room, I'm not gonna know what to do with myself. So I was gonna take her parasol, but I don't think I want to deal with it, honestly. Not right now, not at this exact moment in time. So we're just gonna like leave it in here. Which is fine. There's that one. Oh, and she has pigtails, so these are gonna be multiple, I bet. Unless they were, nope. I was gonna say unless they were good to me and did not connect, but no, they were mean to me and they did connect. The bright side, I think she only has 2 tea ties in her head, so that's good. I'll have to take nail clips later. Her hair is very uneven. Like her little... Oh my goodness. I didn't notice when she was in the box, but yeah, her hair's... I think she's the first one with glue too. But it's so fun to unbox them. This is what doll collecting's all about. And look, a little Count Fabulous. Stand up, Count Fabulous. Here they are, the original ghouls from that first Boo-riginal Creeproduction wave. So stinking cute. I was afraid when I started today. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna regret it. But no, I don't think I do. I don't think I regret it one bit. So cute. Okay, ghouls. You've had your chance in the spotlight. It's time to move on to the next wave. Okay, so the next wave we have Spectra, Ghoulia, Abbey, Cleo, and Deuce. So of course I'm going to save Cleo and Deuce for last. Gotta save the best for last. The rest I'm just going to open in a random order. I love them all. I don't know. See, these I don't care as much about unboxing. I mean, I didn't really care about the other ones as it stands. Because Abby's box is horrible up top. I also did these in a different way, it seems. Did anybody else notice that? Did I just get a weird... These were just kind of taped at the bottom. Much different than the original. Uh-oh. Oh, so these are taped on the top. Why? Like the actual back piece is taped to the top? That's so weird. Why did they do it like that? Boom. I had to go through so much to get to her just now. That was silly. I didn't realize just how differently they had done these as far as the boxing method. So I wonder why they changed it. If it was just cheaper, because I feel like it used less thing. Whatever it's called. We have non-copyright infringement. Shiver. I always get it mixed up on if it's Shiver in G1 or Tundra in G1. I'm pretty sure it's Shiver though. I don't know, I didn't have an Abbey doll until I think last year actually. Just because I was more focused on like Cleo and Draculaura and Venus. And Lagoona. I feel like I've obtained a lot of Lagoonas over the years. Hey, how about we don't cut Abby's head off? Cleo, that's a good idea. And their hair feels fantastic. Okay, I'll have to get the fingernail clips for her because her tea-ties just pulled themselves right on through. Oh, I love Abbey. She's so pretty. When I first watched Monster High, I was super duper indifferent about Abbey. But now I love Abbey. I was like, yeah, she's a Yeti. Whoop-de-doo. But no, I love Abbey now. She has grown on me so much over the years. See, I was gonna say these all came from Amazon. Because none of my stores around my house got Wave 2. Or Wave 3. Which is so weird to me because they knocked it out of the park with Wave 1. Like, it was... I don't know why. They were like, no, we're not going to release Wave 2 at your house. And I was like, oh, that's fine. I'll get them on Amazon. And I did. Man, look at the red of Ghoulia's thing. Oh, the original ones didn't have the back piece. At least mine don't. Did anybody else's just not have the back piece? This is such a long video. I'm gonna cut it down, don't worry. So we have Cereal, my boy. I probably will give Ghoulia her bag just because I feel like she carries it around a lot. So how many times have these ghouls been re-released in varying ways? So it's like there was the first release, obviously. The one that started it all. Then there was the re-release of the original release, which was in a different box. Ghoulia needs a hair wash. She's a little gluey. Or something. She's something. And then there was the favorite ghouls, and then there was the original ghouls. He sits on Ghoulia's arm. Cute. He somehow sits on Ghoulia's arm. How stinking cute. Okay, well, he fell. Next, we have Miss Spectra Vondergeist, who is another one that I was like, eh. And I still don't love her per se, but I've grown fond of her over the years. So she's still not a favorite by any means, but I don't hate her, which is good. How do you guys feel about Spectra? Do you enjoy her? Do you not care about her either way? Let me know. I feel like it's always one way or the other with her. Like either people love her or people can't stand her. So, curious. Okay. This has been so hard to unbox. I don't know why. It's just dolls. How hard should they, like, how hard can they be? Harley is like trying to climb up on the Brad shelf. And keeps trying to like eat the plastic ties, and she's just making a ruckus, really. Like, each unboxing has been different, and I never know what to expect. Okay, yeah, they're just gonna have to get hair ties, like, or hair? Now clipped. That's the word I'm looking for, is now clipped. I'm also gonna have to vacuum a lot after this. Cute. So I think I only have one other Spectra. Maybe. She might actually be my first. This might be my first Spectra. No, I have one more. I was looking right at her and just did not register that that was Spectra. So this is my second Spectra. I always like to make my Spectras float on their stands. Just because I think that's really cute. And then here is Ruin. He has a bed on my shelf because I have her dead tired thing. It came in a big lot, so he'll be able to take a little nap. He's so stinking cute. Ooh. The moment I've been waiting for. The two best. Look at the babies! Gee, I wonder which one is Cleo's and which one is Deuce's. Cleo's definitely the green, right? Other things are just completely different. All those things are stacked up. That's so cute. And Cleo's stand is like... I have the original Ghouls Cleo came with a stand, and it was just a very bright yellow, not like this pretty gold color. So I don't know, the gold is like nice on the eyes. So do you guys think we're ever gonna get the Nephro Creeproduction? I was thinking we were going to, but then they just said, nah. Which is fine, I guess. Like, I have the original Nephro, but what's holding you in? I had cut her out entirely, but something was holding my girl in. Look at her. My daughter. I'm spoiled now. Like, after... Like, all I've known as far as, like, that outfit on Cleo, up until I got these, were the, original Ghouls Cleo outfit, which cut so many corners. Nowhere near the amount of detail that, her original has. So it's lovely to see, honestly. Quick question, why can the boys not have 10,000 tie? It's because they have molded on hair. But I was gonna say, like, this is my whatever Deuce, but I can't count. I always get Deuce and Cleo when I can. Perseus. And Deuce's glasses. Cleo also has a purse that I will not be taking out. I just keep accumulating tea ties. Give him his shades. Boom. Love it. He's lovely. With Perseus. And here they are! Sir Hoots a lot and Ruin are down, but I love it. This is your sign to get your Creeproductions out of box, by the way. In case anybody needed a sign. This is it. I'm having the time of my life right now. I was gonna put Cleo beside of me, but probably should have put Ghoulia over here. Okay. And now, the newest set, which is Operetta, Toralei, and Purrsephone and Meowlody. Why did I say that instead of Meowlody and Purrsephone? I have no idea. So this release was a bloodbath, right? Wow, was it a bloodbath? I was very, very lucky, thankfully, and was able to just grab Operetta and Toralei from Amazon and the Werecat twins from Mattel Creations at midnight because I was a fan club member. I don't think I am anymore, but that's fine. Yeah, they did the early fan club release, so I took advantage. Why is it over here? I was like, it didn't pack me the stand base. Or all of there's just black. That's gonna be really sad. So this is my first Operetta. Or I guess not my first Operetta, but base Operetta. Same with Toralei. It's actually maybe my first G1 Toralei. No, I have the Fear Leader Toralei. I love. Which is really just base Toralei in a different outfit. Same with Purrsephone. But my Purrsephone has a really bad haircut because I got her in a lot. And the person was like, yeah, my kid just barely played with them, and I got them home, and I was like, oh good lord, do you know what barely playing with them means? Clearly you don't. Because this is not it, Chief. Oh my god, getting these... I hate tea ties. Especially on doll heads. Like, we don't even need them. Disney has proven with their Disney Classics dolls that we don't need tea ties. We just have them just to have them at this point. I don't know where Perseus went. He's gone. I found him. He landed on his feet. Sorry if you can hear the rain. Her hair's a little rough, but all in all, I love Operetta's design. She is one of my favorite character designs, I think. And it is a mask, so. We have Daddy-O Longlegs, who he's the one spider that I enjoy. Okay, let's see how different their unboxing is from Deuce's. So a little backstory while I'm opening theirs. The delivery guy lost them. And by lost, I mean he took them to a house that wasn't mine. And left it as delivered, so I had to contact and be like, hey, this isn't my house, this is not my chair. Like, that picture is not my chair. I have never seen that chair before in my life. And they're like, oh, you're saying that's not your chair? Yeah, kinda. That's kind of what I'm saying. Thankfully, it ended up being a very nice neighbor down the road who was like, hey, FedEx gave me your package by mistake. just let me know when you're able to come and get it. She left that in my mailbox, which was very nice. I'm glad it was her that got it and not somebody that was like, ooh, free Monster High, I'm gonna scalp them on Facebook Marketplace. Especially because it was the twins, who they did not restock, so... You guys hear the rain? So yes, very, very, very thankful. My FedEx driver does that a lot, and I don't know how to fix that. He did it back in December of like 2 years ago as well. Which is weird because I've ordered from FedEx before. Hershey's house just came right on out. It's a hit and miss. Sometimes they will give me my package. Sometimes they will not give me my package. Just depends on the day. For reasons unbeknownst to me. Okay, she came out super duper easy. Oh, it's so nice to see them with their actual like white on their hair. Of course, didn't have these original, but apparently they had their tails like together as hearts in the original release. And they didn't this time, which is kind of sad. So we have Purrsephone. Meowlody ended up getting a little bit of a haircut, and I'm distraught about it. They had her like, I don't know if they glued her head down or what. But it's not too bad. It was just a little bit of the end, which is fine. Why do you have... They both do. I don't know. They do not have a pet because they are allergic to birds. Cute. Look at these little cuties. And their heart's like a little tail. Their tail makes a little heart. So fun. Alright friends, we are winding down with Toralei. And I've got to say, this has been bittersweet. And I, again, appreciate each and every one of you. Words cannot describe how incredible this journey has been so far, and I can't wait to continue it with new dolls and cons, and I've made so many friends, and I love doing what I do. Oh my god. So yeah, this whole set just had black stands. Which is like fine. I guess they're technically the mean girls, but except for Operetta. Operetta's only kind of a mean girl. I keep forgetting that the stand is over here on this release. Okay, Toralei stand is ready. Oh my god. So I, of course, never had... He has a little bandana. Sweet Fangs is so stinking cute. Ooh, here's the glue. I don't even know that it's glue. I think it's just product. See, now, when your doll has a bunch of product, T-ties are fine because I'm not going to cut the product. Her tail is so long. Can I not, like, turn it at all? No? I thought you could... I don't know how I feel about her tail. It's weird. I think it's just because it's just a plain color. I don't think she has one in the show, does she? I don't think so. I think that's just throwing me off. So I'm like, oh, why did she have that? Well, guys, we've done it. We have went through and unboxed the Creeproductions. Holy cow. Okay, let's... There is just a big pile of tea toys in the floor. Like, get absurd. Okay, I'm gonna have to vacuum. Okay, let's put them all together. Come back. Okay, I think everybody's at least a little bit visible. Ah! They're unboxed. They're awesome. I love them. I had so much fun unboxing them. Highly, highly, highly recommend unboxing your Creeproductions. That's gonna do it for this video. Again, thank you all so, so much for 100 subscribers. That means more to me than you guys will ever know. Thank you for all the love, the support, everything you guys do. And hopefully this was an enjoyable 100K special. I know I got like super hyper focused, and if it's a really weird part, I'll probably dub over it. But I can't do 2 things at once. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!